There we go. All right. Very nice. So let's open up Fall Guys. All right. All right, everybody. Oh, hello, viewer on YouTube. How are you? Come on. Are you not being picked up? There we go. Alright, I see that it's working here. That's good. Alright, yeah, I have not played much of this game, so I hope it's a fun time for everybody. Feel free to say hi in the chat. Yeah. It'll be a nice time. Alright, let's do this. Will this be good? I have no idea. I hope it is. Because I've only played this for 10 minutes. No, 20 minutes. A while ago. So I'm probably gonna do horrible. Oh my god. The worries. Slow and steady. How are you tonight, viewer? How are you? Are you just a bot? If you're not a bot, say hi in the chat. It would be mighty appreciated. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see this get it going. Navigate the obstacles and race to the finish line. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh! This is insanity! Oh no! This is some weird ass Splatoon music going on right now. Oh! Oh! What shame I feel! Oh boy! Well... yeah... Oh gosh! Oh boy! This is actually it's a game that I don't play. I want to see the controls here. Alright. Oh, no controllers. Duh. It's a keyboard. Da, 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 da. Oh! Okay. Well, then let's get back to playing. Alright. I hope it works. Hello, viewer on... what's the name of it? Brain is computing Twitch. How are you? I got one YouTube viewer and one Twitch viewer, so the match is even between viewers on both sides of the thing. So that's good. How are you both doing? I hope you're well. I know I am. It's a pretty relaxing day. Very chill. Didn't do much today. Actually, nah, not really. Streamed earlier, streamed some Spyro. That was live for a while, and then apparently it's not documenting my videos being left on, so don't know why that is. Guess you gotta make it for the live stuff. Load! But oh, that is good and strong and light-filled and... Is my door open? It is open. Alright, let's see if I can close it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, Alright. Nice. Slowly lifting. Alright, very good. Connection! Oh my gosh, the waiting! Oh! There we go. That's good. That's very good. Come on! Just more players! Don't tell me I jumped on this bandwagon too late! No, I didn't. People are still doing this for fun, but... What can you do? Why won't you talk to me, chat? I'm not terrifying. I'm a nice guy. But in all seriousness, I'd love to talk with you. Alright, here we go. Let's get started. Alright, finally. Alright. I'm excited for this. Very excited. Oh my gosh. We're so far behind. Okay, can I make this? Well, that happened. Come on, man, you can do it! I believe in you! With your stubby little legs! Oh god, here we go. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my gosh! Can I make it? Come on, come on, come on, come on! No! Oh! I was so close that time! Oh! Dang it! Oh boy. This is like ramp up the intensity of the game. Back to the main menu. Oh yes, you're a happy, happy lad, aren't you? Oh, ha ha. Shoot. Oh well. Alright, let's try and play again. I hope this one's faster. Really I do. Gosh. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. It's gonna go well. It's gonna go very well. It's gonna go so well. I think. One can hope. I should have a book to read while I'm doing this. This is just going slowly. Taking its proverbial time. Alright, after this round, if it does not go long, I'm going to be doing some switching up of stuff. Most importantly, I'm going to be... What's the word I want to use? Making this full screen for myself? Yeah. I have it windowed, but it's in a weird angle, and I can't really move the window. So that's unfortunate. But, hey, what can you do? So goes life. Oh! Connect to the timer, service timed out. Please check the settings and trying again. Okay. Well, I will be doing that then. Oh no! There we go. There we go. That's better for me. Alright. There we go. Now we're on full screen and everything looks okay. And if not, might have to turn off the VPN. But it's a good VPN. Oh, but 54 people have come. That's not bad. That's a good thing. Happy about that. Very happy about that. It's a good... Yeah, nice. Oh, come on. Just populate the thing. I want to start. Whoa, we're getting there. Okay. Happy about that. Finally. Nope, still waiting. What can you do? Oh, here we go. Alright, please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Okay. Here we go. Go, go, go! Go, go, go! There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, can I do this? Oh my gosh! I think I might get this one. No! Oh no! No, please! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, finally! I qualified! Yes! Oh! Beautiful! Oh, I'm so happy. I don't know if my face looks like I'm happy, but I'm happy. I feel accomplishment. Alright. Woo! Okay. Navigate the obstacles in the race to finish. Ha-ha! This one again! Oh man. Please. Please. Oh my gosh, there we go! Oh boy. Please, 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 please! Please, 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 please! No! No! Come on! So close! So close! There we go! Accomplishment! Oh, gosh. Alright. There we go. That was good. How am I doing, chat? I'm feeling pretty good about it. Team tail tag, where's grab the tails. That's why tails sometimes runs out. Okay. Oh boy. Aha! Oh! No, for my team! I will avenge my team! Oh no! Oh my gosh! I did absolutely nothing and it worked! Oh! Oh god! The final round! Second to final round, I don't know! What's the next one? Is it survival? Oh boy. Oh, the stress. I suppose it's loosening up in my shoulders. But that's good! Who knew I had to play a competitive game to feel that way? Come on! Just choose a level! Alright. Jump. Oh, boy. Alright, here we go! Oh gosh. Where am I? Is that me? Yeah, that's me. Oh! Oh! No! What's happening? Oh! That was just sad! That was sad! Might as well watch. Alright, white guy, you're my boy. You got this, dude. Live, white guy, live! Live Fall Guy 8472! You got this! You can do it! You're better than me! You're better! You got the skills to pay the bills! Oh my gosh. This guy's got to unlock! Oh my gosh. Alright. I'm out of here. I made it a couple rounds. So that's better than nothing. Oh! Hey! That's good, right? Okay. Gonna buy something? I like this. Mint chocolate. Ah! There we go. I like that guy. Alright, let's get back to playing. Snowflake. Very true. It's a very, very true. Oh, and the wait isn't so long this time. Oh, thank goodness. Never mind. Come on. Do I have a tail? Yeah, I have a tail! That's adorable! That's adorable. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. Navigate the obstacles and finish the race. Aha. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Ah! Oh! Not cool, dude. All right. There we go. All right. Oh boy. Okay. I can handle that. That's okay. Oh. No! 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 Ah! Oh! What's the batata? Oh, that one is on me. That's entirely on my... Oh! Chippa! I'm making a bunch of fake words right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yeah. There we go. I did it. Good. Watch. Just stop now. It's Pirate Guy. Go on, Pirate Guy. You can do it. I believe in you. Just jump. Oh, you did it! This Pirate Guy did it! But that pickle guy just totally just the cactus guy. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Yeah! So happy about that. I survived. Whew. There we go. Into the next game. Yay. Gonna turn down that mic though. I'm yelling a lot. I apologize for that. Alright. Choose the game. Seesaw. Here we go. Alright, let's do our best, Nick. Let's do our best, Wagonmeister. You got it. The wagon is inside of you, as it is in my part of the name. Oh no! Come on! Oh! I'm so far behind. I don't think I'm gonna make this one. Oh! Why did I make that mistake? Oh boy. I gotta wait on this one. Whoa! I'm so behind! I'm not gonna make it! This is impossible! Unless these people just... No. It's done. I am finished. That's it. And... boy. Shoot. There he goes. Dang it. Dang it to heck. That was a bummer. Chut, why don't you ever say anything? Oh boy. Why just see I'm a spectator? Ah! Ah! Yeah. Let's get back into playing. Ooh. Yeah! There we go. Avoid the moving doors and finish to the... Okay. So chat, are you watching? Are you bots? Are you active? Are you just taking a nap listening to my voice? Is that what you like? You like listening to this voice? You're crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, here we go. Let's do it. Oh boy. Oh! Oh! Master on the end of luck! Oh my gosh! Oh, that was close. Very happy about that. No death. Oh, that was good. Very happy. Very, very happy about that. Oh boy. I cannot believe I did so good. This is oh. I just can't. Oh. God, I hope I do a good job. Do it for your team, do it for your team, do it for your team. Ah, do it for the blue team! Do it for the blue team! Chasing after the blue. For the blue! Never gonna stop! Got it in the last moment! Oh, that's beautiful! Usefulness! Feeling useful. So useful, I'm feeling. Oh, that was beautiful. How are you guys enjoying this so far? I think I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you are. Although I don't know because you don't talk. But hey, there you go. Block party, but the moving falls in. Oh my gosh! Yes. Hello. I love you. You're a good mom. Can you close the door on the way out? Thank you. Have a good night. Sleep well. Oh God. I'm not prepared! What direction do they come from? Alright. That's easy. Ooh. No! I was doing so well! Oh. God. That's a lot of doors. Wow. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna escape from this, but whoa! Ah, so goes life. Alright, let's do another round. charge the old other thing. Oh, that works. Nice. Alright. That's a little medicine. That works. There we go. Alright, let's get this started. Another round. This level. Ugh. There we go. Oh boy. Oh my gosh! Oh! Come on, you can get up there, man! Oh my gosh, so close! Keep running! Keep running! Oh! There we go. Whew. Oh my gosh. That was ridiculous. Ugh, I feel exhausted. I think this might be my last game. Just a very, very tiny, short, itty bitty, little schmitty, streamy weemy day. Oh boy. Whoa! Okay, we'll go this way. Oh my gosh! Up the hill, run! Run! Oh! There we go. Helpful TM. Can you please watch my recent? It will help me so much. I mean, I guess I could. Later. Helpful TM. Maybe after, man. I would love to help you. If you help me, could you give me a follow, friend? I'd love to have a follow. If you help me, I'll help you. Scratch my back, scratch your back. Memorize that because on the timer touch splitting around. Okay, never played this one. A little worried here. Cherry, cherry, banana, banana. Cherry, cherry, banana. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm staying in the middle here. The most options. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Oh god. What is it? Ah! Oh! Yes, 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 yes! Oh, right, that was nice. I'm happy about that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, what's the next level? What's the next round? What could it be? What could it be? Keep balls in your area to earn points for your team. Okay, it's a team game. Quarters. Okay. Oof. Oh no! Yellow is failing so hard! Oh my god, we're not gonna do this! There you go, buddy! Let's just pick on this team. There we go! Oh. Isn't a guy that has more subscribers than me needs help? Alright, I'm done here. Oh. Oh, shoot! Why was I thinking what I should have been playing? Oh well. It's got to round 5 that time. Oh, that's good. Let's play another round there. I'm invigorated now. Mighty excited about this. Oh boy. Jesus! Oh, that was a bit of a... Ugh. Whoa! Yay. Ugh! But that is... Oh! This is lost. This is... Oh boy, I need to take the risk. Ah! No! That chicken's gonna win! He saw me! God, chicken. Jabba! Probably gonna stop at 10 and I'll just read. Should be nice. And now, and now, and now, and now, and now. Bummer. Bummer. Here we go. It was so close, and it would have gotten away if it weren't for this meddling slime. Ugh, damn you, slime. Oh, the non-existent humanity. Wah. Time to look at the old face webs. Alright. Genuine bummer. Well, I might as well practice my voice acting through the reading of literature. But what book shall I read on mine Kindle for you today? Yeah, Ryoma would be good. No, we'll go to the beginning of it though. All right. Flowers on setting out. Young mistress! That morning, Uncle Gen called out to Otome, the third daughter of the Sakamoto family. He was on his hands and knees in front of her room, acting like a faithful retainer from some stage play. What is it? Answered Otome. There we go, come on! Her head bent down. Oh! Ryoma, the youngest child. Alright. Gotta time this right. Oh! Ryoma, the youngest child in the family, was due to leave the next day to study swordsmanship in Edo, the shogun's capital. It's really something. The young cherry tree in the corner of the inner garden is in bloom. You can't fool me. Sitting on the other side of the shoji paper door, Otome laughed. Another one of your tall tales, Uncle Ken. It's late spring, and you expect me to believe the cherries are in bloom again? It's true! It's true! Uncle Ken seemed to do a little dance there beyond the shoji, as if affected by the heat. If you think I'm lying, come and see for yourself. It's only one flower, but it just came into bloom. Really? Otome couldn't resist going out into the veranda to see. The sun was dazzling, and there, on one of the lower branches, one flower, boldly white, was in bloom. This young cherry tree was planted half in full by her younger brother Ryoma when he was 9. This was its 10th year in the garden. It's real, all right. Oh. Duh. Said Otome, gazing at it in admiration. But then she noticed something that made her laugh out loud. She was the type of girl who found it hard to stop laughing once she started. That was her character. One time, Uncle Gen came home and told her about how he had watched an impressive-looking samurai cross the Harimaya Bridge on horseback. Midway through, the horse broke wind, and right after, the samurai let loose a great blast of his own. Oh, was all Otome had managed to say then, rolling her eyes. She threw herself down, pressed her hands against her breast, and began to roll on the floor with laughter, her white tabi socks moving above the tatami floor. Her older brother Gonpei, a stickler for decorum, had become seriously worried, wondering aloud if they ought to call a doctor. Otome had fair complexion and had an acute small-featured face, but she was much bigger than most girls her age, more than 175 meters tall. When she rolled around, the tatami sagged beneath her. She was also quite fat, so her elder siblings Gonpei and Chizu teased her a lot. "Oh, you look like a big king guardian in a temple gate!" The nickname spread throughout the castle town of Koichi, and everyone, even the peasants and townsmen, knew who the guardian king of the Sakamoto family referred to. She was very agile for her size, and, when it came to using a bamboo practice sword, as good as someone with an elementary teaching license. It was Otome, 3 years older than Ryoma, who first taught him the rudiments of kendo. "What a boring joke, Uncle Gen," she exclaimed about the flower. "It's just made of paper, isn't it?" Apparently, the clumsy old man had spent all of the previous evenings fashioning this one paper flower. Otome found this funny, but she forced herself to stop laughing midway, lest she break into tears. Alright, break from reading! Yes! Helpful! Very helpful! There we go. Not gonna make this. I don't think I'm gonna make this. I hope I make it, but I'm not gonna make it. Oh my gosh, it worked! Yeah, that's to be expected. Go, 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 go! Oh! Oh! in the nick of time. At the Sakamoto family's house in Honsho Suji Ichome in Kochi, there was a constant stream of visitors since the morning. People who had heard that Ryoma was to leave for Edo the next day and wished to pay their respects. These visitors, after first congratulating Ryoma's father, Happei, and his elder brother Gonpei, would always make a point of visiting Otome in her room, and they always said the same thing. "You'll be very lonely after the young master leaves, won't you?" "Not at all. I'll be relieved not to have my snot-nosed little brother around." Of course, she was just putting on a good front, as she always did. After their mother, Sachiko, had died when Ryoma was 12, Otome had in effect raised him. And game time. Ah! Get off of me! Ah! Oh my gosh! This is horrendous! Oh my god! Ah! Alright, back to it. Though she was only 3 years older, carrying him piggyback at nights and sleeping beside him at night, she felt like his young mother, or perhaps something even more, for young Ryoma had been a troublesome boy to raise. There was a dealer in curios named Amida Butsu who was coming to the Sakamoto house for some 30 years. He was by nature a stubborn old man who said just what he thought. "You done well. You done right well to have him raised him up the way you did," he observed. "I shouldn't say it, but the young master was a record-breaking bedwetter, after all." And that was a fact. Ryoma continued to wet his bed, even at the age of 12, and the children of the neighborhood liked to tease him as the Sakamoto clan's big bedwetter. Being teased like this, Ryoma was too timid to answer back and would burst into tears. Sometimes, he would go off with the neighborhood kids to play by the riverbed in nearby Tsukiyashiki. But then, he would always usually come back on his own, reduced to tears. He would have to walk quite a distance to get home, and would be sobbing and crying all the way. As a result, when someone mentioned the Sakamoto clan's crybaby, everyone in the castle town would say, "Oh yeah, the snot-nosed kid from Honsho Suji." Even when he was 12 or 13, Ryoma's nose didn't stop dripping. Wilson raced to the finish line. Oh boy, it's the same level again. Here we go. When he was 12, his father put him into private school, as was usual at the time. In the castle town, the children of the upper samurai of the domain were sent to Shimazaki Shichinai's school in Uemachi. While the children of the lower samurai went for the most part to school run by Ike Jisaku. There we go! In Kuramase. Almost there! Oh, there we go! Kuramase over to Kusuyama Shosuke's school in Daizencho. Ryoma was admitted to the Kusuyama school. He was admitted, but he went home crying almost every day, and when they taught him writing, he found it hard to learn. Finally, one rainy night, Kusuyama Shosuke paid a visit to the Sakamoto family and announced, "I don't know what to teach this child! I just think you should have him tutored at home." Ryoma had been cast aside. The teachers at these private schools were mostly there just to earn a living, and to be cast aside even by such a teacher brought shame to the family. Now, for the first time, Happei let out a deep sigh. What a child we've brought into the world! He might well become the Sakamoto clan's good-for-nothing. Gunpei had a bitter look on his face, but Otome chuckled. No, Ryoma's not going to be good for nothing. He may very well take a name make a name for himself, not only in Tosa, but all over Japan. Spoiler alert, Sakamoto Ryoma does become extremely famous. Oh my gosh. Yes! There we are! Not only in Tosa, but all over Japan. That bedwetter? Yes! Otome had an intense faith in Ryoma. From the time of his birth, he had whirls of hair all over his back. His father, Happei, was a bold, stout-hearted fellow, and amused at this, he exclaimed, "What an odd child! He's got a mane on him, though he isn't a horse." And so he named him Yoma, Dragon Horse. Happei was pleased by this, but Sachiko, who died a few years later, was unhappy, worrying that he might be a cat after all. She remembered how, when she was pregnant with this baby, a pet tomcat she was fond of would insist on climbing up on top of her stomach when she was in bed. And I see, horse or cat, that is the question. In the case of a horse... Oh boy, here we go. Oh no, there comes the girl! I'm not gonna make it. Ah! What a monster. In the case of a horse, there's a phrase, a fine steed that can run 1,000 leagues. Now, what's a well-known phrase about a cat? Well, I've got it! A thieving cat! What will Ryoma turn out to be? As he grew up, he seemed duller than anyone expected, so the notion of Ryoma as a fine steed had vanished into thin air. So he was a cat after all, Gunpei commented. And it doesn't look like he's even going to be a thieving cat. Too stupid for that! But Otome didn't think so. Her little brother was a snot-nosed bedwetter and not good at his lessons. But children too have their distinctive personalities. It was just her feeling, but Otome sensed a presence of something wide-ranging and free in Ryoma. When she mentioned that to Gunpei, who was a big eater and happened to be devouring his 3 o'clock bowl of gruel, he burst into laughter, spitting out grains of rice as he did so. "Oh, you're so partial to him, Otome. Most people would call him dim-witted, not wide-ranging and free. But compared to most other kids, there's this special glint in his eye. He's nearsighted like his father. The proof is that he looks at something in the distance, he narrows his eyes. He narrows his eyes, but he's not nearsighted. He is too." That was Gunpei's opinion. But when Ryoma narrowed his eyes, Otome believed him to be gazing off into an unknown world that only he could see. The boy had just one other supporter apart from Otome, droll Uncle Gen. Of course, this old servant had a habit of siding with Otome and Ryoma in everything. "The young master will do great things, he will. He may be a snot-nosed kid right now, but when he grows up, I bet he'll be the greatest swordsman in Japan." Uncle Gen's reasoning was simplicity itself. The birthmark on Ryoma's left arm was a good sign. If someone with that mark mastered swordsmanship, he would shake the world, Uncle Gen had heard somewhere. Who told you that? Someone even greater than the Lord Buddha. Really? There's someone like that here in town? He lives in Obiyamachi. Oh my, you mean Uncle Amida Butsu? She was referring to the old man who dealt in curios. His real name was Kichibei of the Suzakiya, but he was now retired and called himself Amida Butsu. Amida Buddha. Game time! Whew! So close, so close, so close! Oh! But you couldn't entirely disregard what the old man said. When the boy turned 14, Otome began to think that his prediction about Ryoma might be right. Ever since he started going to the Oguri-style Kendo dojo in nearby Tsukiyashiki and learning from Hineno Benji, the very look on his face suddenly changed. Hineno Benji's Oguri-style dojo is right next to where the Shioe River pours into Urado. Mount Shinyoji could be seen across the river, and the area is an especially scenic one in the castle town. Hineno is the most skilled swordsman in the town and an expert in jujutsu too. The Oguri school added jujutsu and Chinese boxing to its kendo techniques, and as a result the training was very severe. If a student did not attack his opponent with great force, Hineno would upbraid him. "You couldn't kill a weasel with technique like that! This is how you do it!" He would raise his bamboo sword above his head, bend at his knees so his hips were close to the ground, and simultaneously strike the other padded helmet, which protects the head, neck, throat, and shoulders. See, strike from the hip! And game time! Ho-ho! It was very hard on the student who received the blow. He had a protective helmet on, but the shock went right inside his head. There would be a burning sensation deep inside the nose, and sometimes the student would become dizzy and fall to the ground. 14-year-old Ryoma took many blows this way. About a month after Ryoma began training, the teacher looked in the face with a strange intensity and exclaimed, "You're a strange one!" No explanation was given. Every day, Ryoma would return home from Tsukiyashiki, carrying his protective gear, and find his sister Otome waiting for him. Go to the garden. This was the daily routine. He had to put his protective gear back on, while Otome wrapped a white cotton kerchief as sweatband around her Takashimada hairstyle, which was typical of a daughter of the samurai class. She would tie back the long flowing sleeves of her kimono and appear with a wooden practice sword, but no protective gear. Oh, time to get some tails. Yeah, there we go. Focus. All right. Practice, Ryoma, she said, which she meant. Do the moves you learned today at the dojo, and don't hold back because I'm a girl. It wasn't a question of Ryoma's holding back. This rambunctious young girl would fend off each and every stroke of her brother's bamboo sword, sending it flying into the air. He was pushed into the garden pond several times. Then, when he crawled out, she would knock him right back in again. One day, their father, Hape, couldn't stand watching this and scolded his daughter. "Stop it, Otome! That's enough!" "No, it's not!" She looked especially cute when she got angry. Well, at least I got someone to win. That's okay. What do you mean it's not? Dragons ascend to heaven through rain and clouds, they say. I'm putting Ryoma in the water to see if he's really going to live up to his name and become a dragon. Don't be an idiot. I'm not feeling sorry for Ryoma. I'm worried that your tomboy behavior will keep you from getting a good marriage when the time comes. And after 3 months or so, Hineno took another good look at Ryoma's face in the dojo and again said, "Strange." When the boys looked displeased at being stared at so, Hineno continued, "Your face has changed. You're a different person." There we go. Alright, and with that, we have been streaming for a good amount of time. I suppose we'll go to our IRL. So, Kirby Dude 21, hello! How are you? Didn't see you in the chat. Oh boy. What's happening here with this? Where's my chat? Where's my chat? What happened to my chat? What's up with that? Ah, strange. Alright, well, that is it for our stream today. For this evening. I'm a little tired now. Two viewers. I don't want to disappoint you, viewers. I really don't. I hope you'll like, share, and all the things. Social media. It's all on there. Enjoy. I hope you enjoy it. Although, I will finish reading this chapter. Alright? So, alright. You often hear someone say of someone, he seems to have been reborn, and sure enough, sometimes it happens. Ryoma's face had gotten tighter, like a different person's, and in the 5 years leading up to the spring when he returned 19, he had grown to a height of 175 centimeters. When he walked around the castle town, people watched him, noticing how strong and confident he'd become. Is that the Sakamoto kid, the one who used to snivel all the time? Some who passed him in the street could not believe their eyes, but Otome knew that one habit of his had not changed a bit. Even when invited out for dinner, he always spilled a fair amount of rice from his bowl. But that was true of his brother Gonpei as well. So Otome decided it was a hereditary trait of the Sakamoto men and learned to live with it. Ryoma was strong, that was the verdict throughout the castle town after the grand competition held at Hineno Dojo at New Year's. Otome, dressed in a pure white practice tunic with a dark blue hakama divided skirt under it, was seated at the rear of the hall, and she watched. Even she was wide-eyed in his amazement at what her younger brother could do. He was first matched against 3 holders of initial swordsmanship licenses and defeated each of them in the first exchange. Next, he went against senior students who were officially certified as intermediate level members of the Oguri school and managed to land blows on their helmets and torso protectors. On the following day, Hineno Benji certified Ryoma as an official Oguri school member at the intermediate level. It was most exceptional for a 19-year-old to receive honor at the Hineno dojo. Certified? That Ryoma of ours? Was Gonpei's amazed reaction. I guess I was blind. Perhaps he will become a dragon as his name suggests. What do you think, Father? It'll cost us something, but we should send him to Edo for further training. Then at some point, we'll have him open a kendo dojo right here. I have high hopes for him. Happei and Gonpei rushed to see Hineno Benji and get his advice. Your son will be able to earn a living with his sword, he said, giving the stamp of approval. Remember the saying, if you seek shelter, look for a big tree. He needs to practice at one of the major schools to perfect his art. I recommend the Hokushin Ito school. Oh, you mean Chiba Shusaka-sensei then? Gonpei may have been a rustic, but even he knew that teacher's name. Chiba's Genbukan was said to be one of the 3 great training dojo in Edo, together with those led by Momonoi Shunzo of Asahigashi in Kyobashi and by Saito Yakuro in Kojimachi. These 3 dojo dominated the world of swordsmanship at the time. I'll write a letter of recommendation. It would be best to learn directly from Shusaku-sensei, but since he's already very old, you should apply to his younger brother, Sadakichi, who has a dojo in Okecho in Kyobashi. It's known as Little Chiba, in contrast with Big Chiba in Otamagaike. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. The impetuous father and son went at once to the mansion of Fukuoka Kunai, a house elder of the domain, who lived next to the castle's inner moat. I beg a favor of a meeting with you. It concerns my younger son, Ryoma, the father formally requested. In the castle town, the Sakamoto were the richest of the Goshi, the low-ranking samurai who had formerly been cultivators of land outside of the town. Ryoma's family had later gone into business in the town under the name Saitaniya, and one branch of the family had purchased Goshi status, taking the surname Sakamoto. Though rich, they were only lowly Goshi. Under the patronage and control of House Elder Fukuoka's family, they would need Fukuoka's permission to send Ryoma to Edo. And they would also need to send a request to the domain administration through the good offices of Fukuoka. A few days later, official permission was granted. As to the matter of learning the art of swordsmanship, we find it a laudable intention. Otome ran to Ryoma's room with a good news that day. Great news, Ryoma! Permission has been granted! I see. Ryoma looked dejected. What's wrong? Well, I tried to catch a flea, but it hopped underneath this little desk, so I crawled under it. But then, somehow, the flea seems to have gotten into my mouth. It's a really odd taste. He said this last rather blankly, smiling. Yeah, I guess he's not like other people, said Otome to herself. At last the day when Ryoma was due to leave for Edo, the 17th day of the 3rd lunar month, 1853. At the Sakamoto home, Uncle Gen opened the gate before dawn and hung high above a large paper lantern inscribed with the family crest, a Chinese bellflower. Inside the house, lights were lit in various rooms, and Happei put on his best formal and went to his study. Gonpei, where's Ryoma? I haven't seen him for a while. Well, look for him. He's unpredictable, so I need you to give him some careful instructions before he leaves. Around then, Ryoma was opening the shoji of Otome's room to say goodbye to her. His sister was sitting in formal dress as if waiting for this. I've come to say goodbye, Ryoma said bashfully. Well done, said Otome, praising him. Ryoma had always found it. hard to do something as simple as paying his respects to people. He seemed unable to accept normal social conventions, such as rules of politeness and decorum. But since he had a natural kind of charm, everyone forgave him, excusing it as natural social awkwardness. Ryoma placed both hands in the tatami in a rather grand gesture and silently bowed. Soon he raised his head. "What's wrong?" a surprised Otome asked. "Oh, that's enough of a formal farewell." Still on the floor, he thrust his right foot out on the tatami, grasping his thigh with both hands. "Let's do some leg wrestling! We've been doing that since we were kids, and it's the best way to say goodbye. Or has the guardian king of the Sakamoto family afraid she'll lose?" "Afraid?" Otome was taken in by this. "I'm not afraid. How many tries?" Just one, since today's the last time." "Okay." Otome rolled up the skirt of her formal kimono, showing her white shin and holding her leg in both hands. It was a highly improper pose for a young woman, but Ryoma had seen his sister do things like this since he was a child. Facing each other, they gave it their best for 10 minutes, using their legs to try and pin the opponent's legs down to the floor, but neither could win. Finally, Otome's foot was about to push Ryoma's thigh upward. "Be careful, Otome! Your holy curtain's open!" "What?" Otome, startled, drew her foot back, and Ryoma's foot shot upwards, pushing his sister over onto the tatami, face up. Her groin was briefly visible. "How about that? You cheated! What the hell are you doing? Gonpei stood there, looking fierce. "I was just looking at sister's open curtain." Gonpei struggled to keep from laughing. "Well, it'll be sunrise soon. Get ready to leave, Ryoma." And then he looked with a serious look at Otome. "Close your curtain." At that time, in the castle town of Kochi, in the Tosa domain, they performed an odd magic ritual whenever a member of the family went on a trip. The bitter orange, they called it. No one knows when this custom started. Since there were many trials to be faced in the course of a trip these days, they were praying for a traveler's safe return home. Otome went out onto a dark street and placed a pebble on the spot where rainwater would drip from the roof of their front gate. Ryoma emerged, dressed in his travel clothes, which had been made by Otome, working for 10 nights straight, even though she disliked sewing. A dark blue kimono with narrow sleeves and a simple dark blue hakama. Precisely what a young samurai setting out for training in swordsmanship should wear. For many years after, the Kainan Metal School, which opened in Kochi after the Meiji era began, honored Sakamoto Ryoma's clothes that day by mandating as their uniform the same narrow-sleeved dark blue kimono and simple dark blue hakama. "Ryoma, step on this pebble for good luck!" "Like this?" Ryoma stepped on it lightly. "Take care of yourself, sister. By the time I come back to Tosa, you'll be part of another family." Otome had not said anything about the matter, but Ryoma knew. There had been talk of a marriage since the winter of the previous year, and by summer of this year she would be married to the physician from Yamakita, about half a day's journey from Kochi. His name was Okanoue Shinsuke, and he studied Western medicine in Nagasaki, where there was a small Dutch presence. He was some 24 centimeters shorter than Otome, however, and she was not pleased at that. Still, she sounded happy when she told Ryoma, "Come visit me in Yamakita when you get back." "Get going, Ryoma!" ordered Gonpei, who was standing by the gate. He slipped both hands in the bandits under the bands that tied his hakama at the waist and started to chant a then popular Chinese poem in a large, clear voice. Gonpei was a clumsy fellow, but he had a good voice. "A youth leaves his hometown full of ambition. Better to die than to come back without having become a man of learning." Ryoma set off at a leisurely pace, with his sack of personal belongings hanging from his left shoulder, his bamboo sword in its brocade sheath resting on his right shoulder, and his heavy protective gear dangling from the sword's hilt. "I'm on my way, father." "Good. Be sure to write when you've reached Edo." The stars had disappeared, and the light of dawn had begun to flood the road. For a good distance, the people from the houses on both sides of the road all came out to see him. He had only gone a short distance when Uncle Gen's wife ran out of the Sakamoto's gate. This, too, was a part of the magic ritual. She held a ladle with a bitter orange tied to it. "Young master!" she called, beckoning him with the ladle. Ryoma, doing as he had been instructed beforehand, turned to face her and gave a small but steady smile. From Kochi in Tosa to Edo, the distance over mountains, rivers, and sea was 1,200 kilometers. First of all, the travelers had to go by foot through steep passes of the Shikoku mountain range. In Kochi, people customarily saw travelers off no farther than Ryoseki in the Nagaoka district, a village at the foot of a mountain about 12 kilometers from the castle town. The whole area was the scene of various legends concerning the rise of the Warring States period adventurer Chosokabe Motochika. Parents and siblings would not see the traveler off, but some 20 persons, including other relatives, friends, and schoolmates, saw Ryoma off as far as Ryoseki. On their way to Ryoseki, they turned singing songs to relieve their boredom. The people of Kochi liked to sing. Doi Yogoro, the assistant teacher from the Hineno dojo, urged Ryoma to sing something as well. "No good at singing," was the youth's unfriendly reply. "That's what makes it appealing! Give Uma the Tinker a try." "Uma? Look at you, you're blushing already." "Nonsense." Uma was the most beautiful girl in the castle town, the daughter of a certain tinker who lived at the foot of Mount Godai. Her father had died young, so her mother started going to various monks' dwellings in Chikurinji Temple and Mount Godai to collect their laundry for the washing in order to support herself and her daughter. Uma went to the monks' quarters every day to return the clean laundry. Uma was the same age as Ryoma, and her mother had at one time worked as a maid at the Sakamoto house, so the daughter had come over from time to time. Ryoma was surprised at how tall this famous beauty was, almost 160 centimeters, in fact, and he remembered that she had reddish hair. The beauty of her face was known to all the young samurai of the castle town, and when Uma happened to come to the Sakamoto's house, Ryoma's friends, having picked up the scent somewhere, came to pay a visit even though they had no special reason for turning up. But it wasn't only the young samurai. The young monks living in Chikurinji were also excited by her. Some of them deliberately dirtied their white robes and sent them to be laundered just out of a desire to meet Uma. Some secretly wrote her love letters. Now, there was a young monk named Junshin. In order to please Uma, he went to Tachibana. Come on, you can speak Japanese, Nick. You should be able to do this. Tachibanaya, a fancy goods shop near Harimaya's Bridge in the liveliest part of the castle town, where he bought her a comb made of horse bone. The domain administration had recently issued a prohibition against luxuries of all sorts, and combs made out of coral, for example, were included in the prohibition. Junshin's purchase of the horsebone comb became known throughout the town. Perhaps because it was in the south of Japan, the people of Tosa loved singing. But the only songs that really became popular were happy, lively ones. No matter how sad the original story might be, the song that resulted was cheerful. Someone had made sure that the new story of Uma was woven into the much-loved and lively Yosakoi ballad. "I can't sing." "Well then, let me sing in your place, Uncle Ryoma," said little Harui, Gonpei's daughter. Like her father, she had a good voice. Meanwhile, the morning mist was beginning to lighten, and the sky above the Kameiwa Pass that Ryoma was about to go through was now bright blue. Ryoma was indeed a strange young man. He was walking alone, he was walking along, surrounded by well-wishers who were seeing him off, but he hardly said a word to any of them. "Uncle Ryoma!" remarked Harui with a laugh, as she looked at her uncle's solitary profile. "It looks as if you're walking by yourself." He also would disappear from the group from time to time, throwing them all in confusion. "He's gone again!" someone would say, and everyone would turn back and divide into small groups looking for him. Then someone would find him taking a swim in a river or something. "He's an odd one. Worryingly so." When they came near Ryoseki, Ryoma once again disappeared. There's just this one road straight ahead, so it should be easy to find him this time." They searched and found him in the house of a complete stranger. He was lying on his stomach at the entranceway with his chin resting on his hands and gazing at a folding screen. "Here he is!" The mansion belonged to a goshi named Nomura Eizo. The Nomura family was uneasy about this big fellow who had come to their entranceway without so much as a "by your leave," and they decided to leave him be, not even trying to talk to him. Doyogoro apologized to the Nomura family and asked Ryoma what the hell he was doing. "I'm looking at the screen." The two-paneled folding screen depicted a famous 12th century battle between the Genji and the Heike at Dan-no-Ura in bright colors. The screen at the entranceway was visible from the road, and when Ryoma noticed it, he went right on in. "So you like this painting?" Ryoma said nothing but grinned in response. It wasn't so much the painting itself as the depiction of the sea battle that appealed to him. Of course, even he could never have dreamed that in later life he would lead his own fleet in battle against the shogunate's naval forces in the straits between Moji and Shimonoseki, and the same sea depicted on the screen. When Ryoma got to his feet, an itinerant monk who was staying for a time at the Nomura home spoke to him. "Just a moment, please." Ryoma turned to the short cleric, who was about 105 centimeters tall, but with an oddly large head. In Tosa, such persons were called mullet heads, after the fish. "You have an interesting physiognomy," the monk continued, but Ryoma ignored him. He couldn't stand this type of fortune-teller, the kind always traveling about on foot, staying with wealthy village families, reading faces, and telling fortunes for the villagers. Beggar monks, in short. "What's your name, please?" "Sakamoto Ryoma." "There's a strange light coming from between your eyebrows. In the future, you'll change the face of the country all by yourself." "What a lie!" laughed Ryoma. "I'm just going to be a teacher of kendo. Just look at all this heavy equipment." And with that, he went out on the road again. The fine weather continued as he traveled. He crossed several mountain passes on the border with Awa and penetrated the ravine that lay upstream along the Yoshino River. This ravine, which started from distant Mount Ishizuchi, extended 80 kilometers east to west. The terrain was complicated, and there were dangerous places. Sometimes you could walk all day without ever meeting anyone else. Ryoma had a habit of walking with his left hand inside of his kimono. He also had a habit of carrying his bamboo sword and other defensive items on his right shoulder. He walked with his left shoulder lowered a little and took light, steady steps. Yet he walked quickly. He had formed this habit some 4 or 5 years before. When he was 15, he dismissed the practice of zazen seated meditation, which was then popular with young samurai, thinking that it would be better to walk than to sit. Instead of going to some Zen temple and sitting for 1 or 2 hours, why not walk instead? One could walk earnestly, spiritually prepared even to die calmly, if, for example, a boulder should suddenly crash down upon one from somewhere. One would not jump to avoid the boulder, nor would one try to ward it off. One would be able to welcome it calmly and thus return to the void. At first, imagining such a boulder descending on him, Ryoma was terrified. Between the ages of 15 and 18, this boulder was always on his mind. But when he reached 18, it all seemed ridiculous to him. What an idiot! To be afraid of a boulder that you created in your own mind. And so he stopped worrying. By now he had forgotten that he had ever had such anxieties, but his peculiar way of walking remained. One time, Doyogoro observed Ryoma from behind as he walked down the street in Obiyamachi. "That's one strong. No one could cut him down from behind," he said. Ryoma had long since given up his unique self-training by walking method, but the boulder was still quietly alive somewhere in his mind, in a place that he himself was unaware of, and may have been helping him unconsciously mature as a swordsman. After a few days, he arrived in Okazaki in the province of Awa. The Elis looked out on the Konaruto area of the inland sea, and boats plied regularly from here to Fukura and Awaji Island, and to the section of the sea just offshore Tempozan in Osaka. The good strong smell of the sea. Ryoma took a deep breath. It was the first time he had experienced this familiar smell since leaving Tosa a few days before. To the left and right of the narrow road that led to the beach, there were inns for travelers by sea. A woman was trying to drum up business for one of them, calling in a hoarse voice to the Buddhist pilgrims, traveling salesmen, and itinerant monks who passed by. "You there, young warrior master!" she called out, spotting Ryoma. "The weather's fair, but the waves are too high. No boat will be leaving today. So come stay with us," with the woman tote pulling at her sleeve. With the woman tote pulling at his sleeve, Ryoma entered an inn called Narutoya. "These Awa girls are awfully kind," he said to himself. It was just as he had heard. A maid wearing a red apron and with a red band of cloth tying up both her sleeves had him sit down at the entranceway and wash his feet with great care, even to the spaces between his toes. He was guided to the second floor. "It's very crowded." "Yes, some people have been waiting for their boat for 3 days now." "Oh, this is your room here, young master." "I don't like this one." Ryoma moved down the corridor and barged into a different room. He sat down and immediately ordered sake. Tosa men were known for drinking sake as if it were tea. "Actually, this room is reserved for another guest who will be arriving very shortly." "I'm staying here." He settled the matter. Ryoma was basically a person who was, if anything, insufficiently stubborn, but he detested letting others decide things for him. "If everyone else is doing good," he would often said in later years, "then I'll be the one man who does evil, and vice versa. A hero walks along his own path." Ryoma sat there silently with a big smile on his face. "It's impossible, sir." "I want some sake." He opened a shoji paper window to the east, revealing a panoramic view of the sea. Awaji Island was very near, and in the distance the mountains of Ki Province seemed to breathe gentle, a soft pink beneath the evening clouds. "I like having a view of the sea and ships," he informed the maid. He sat there pouring himself cup after cup of sake, and just as he had began to feel pleasantly drunk, the head clerk of the inn came rushing in. "Young master, the person whose room this is has just arrived. Please move to that room over there." "You can't see the sea from there, can you?" No, you can't." "I'm staying here." "Well, then, how would it be if you share this room with the other guest? I can inquire if it's all right with the other party." "Yeah, okay." "Oh, thank you very much indeed. I might mention that the other party is a lady and her attendant." "Oh," said Ryoma, sitting up. "Well, then it's not possible. Tell her that, when I left home, my father forbade me to do that." "What might that be?" "Sex with a woman." You must be joking. We're talking about having you share the room, not having sex by any means. That's out of the question. It's no good. There's this house elder in my domain, a man named Fukuoka Kunai. He told my brother Gonpei that whenever I visit his residence, the women there make a big fuss. That's pretty impressive, sir. And that's why my father told me not to go near women. To tell you the truth, sir, the guest who just arrived is the younger sister of Fukuoka Kunai, the house elder of Tosa, and her servant. And with that, that is our chapter for today. I hope you liked the first chapter of Ryoma, one of the most famous samurai of the Bakumatsu period, the ending of the shogunate and the beginning of Japan as an empire. Before, obviously, this is during the 1800s, back before America opened up Japan to the world. So, with that, I will be continuing to read this book in the future. And it will be the first book I read out loud on the channel. As you know, during these streams, I might be playing it. If it's a chill game, I could be reading more. If it isn't, I'll probably end this game stream and just be reading it live. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube, on the various social media, and give a follow on Twitch if you're watching on Twitch. I hope you guys enjoyed that.